All right, I'm at a residential park in Pasadena, California, once again looking for wild parrots just before the sun goes down. I'm starting to realize that it's kind of like being in the right place at the right time, and if you're not in the right place at the right time, you're not going to get what you want. But so far at this park in Pasadena, we have seen yellow-rumped warbler, we have seen, we've gotten on camera California scrub jay, and we also got on camera a California towhee. So no parrots. I keep hearing the acorn woodpeckers and thinking those are parrots because they have those chittery calls, but like that. If you can hear that, that's the acorn woodpecker. So far, no luck, but we're gonna keep looking. All right, so the sun's starting to go down. Unfortunately, still no parrots. I did pick up a spotted towhee singing in a tree. And then there's also just a whole bunch of mourning doves, obviously just lined along things. So again, no parrots. For me, again, it's starting to become a nemesis bird, and I don't want a introduced species to be my nemesis bird, but it's starting to look that way. So unfortunately, we just haven't been in the right place at the right time, but let's start heading back, see if we can find anything else. And if not, we'll head out again to a new location tomorrow. I forgot to mention that I also got my California first Merlin on camera. So good bird to get for the state of California. Excited about that one. It's not a parrot, but it is a natural occurring species. So Merlin down on the list. Hopefully we can find something good before the sun goes down. I've picked up parrots that have been flying over me. Probably around 15 parrots have flown over me so far. Haven't identified the species, Merlin couldn't pick them up. They're just silhouetted against the sunset, so that's unfortunate. Not gonna count it for anything. Feel a little bit defeated by the parrots. We did pick up an American robin, so maybe there's a consolation prize. We also got a Cassin's kingbird singing up on a telephone line. He's heavily silhouetted though, so it's just the nature of where the sun is at right now. It's not making for good photos, so we'll see if we can get anything before the sun completely drops, and otherwise we tried our best. All right, I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is I got my lifer red-crowned parrot. The bad news is that we're not in the right spot for them to be roosting. They're flying over. I can hear hundreds of them right now flying over. They're not landing near us. So I have some shots. My camera's struggling to focus because it's so dark. I have some shots of them flying over. I'll try to brighten up the footage. Hopefully you can see them. Hundreds of parrots just flew over me. Couldn't get them really on camera. We're just not in the right spot. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna try to catch them in their roost. If I don't, then I'll come back to California until I can get good views of them for you guys. Obviously this is the lifer for me, but I kind of feel bad about not providing you guys with some better shots. So I'll make sure that we will be back. We will get the parrots in their roosts and we'll get good views of them as well. So I ran into a birder at the park and they told me exactly where to come to find the parrots, and you could probably hear them in the background. But when I say there are hundreds here, there are hundreds here. Over 500 for sure, maybe 1,000, and they are noisy. They are so loud. This is absolutely amazing to see. Again, these birds escaped from the pet trade and then started breeding in California. It's absolutely crazy to see these birds here. I can't believe there are so many parrots here. And it's like nighttime outside, but the parking lot lights make it possible for me to actually film some of these birds on camera. So it's kind of the perfect circumstances for this channel, because otherwise my camera wouldn't bring in any light. So we got very lucky. It's crazy. You have them flying all over these parking lots and stuff, but absolutely incredible.
So how did these parrots end up in a Pasadena shopping center parking lot? It actually goes a lot deeper than just one parking lot. In the cities of Los Angeles, Pasadena, Anaheim, and many others, there are thousands of wild parrots. Historically, there was only one species of parrot native to the United States, and that was in the southeastern part of the country. This parrot was known as the Carolina parakeet and is now extinct. Red-crowned parrots as seen here are the most abundant species in California, But there are at least 11 species of parrot living in Southern California, and they occupy over 35 cities. How did they get here? Well, there are several theories. The first theory is that they were set free after Pasadena's Busch Gardens amusement park closed in 1937. Another theory is that they simply migrated north of their native range in Mexico. Another theory is that black market pet smugglers facing capture decided to cut their losses and release the parrots into California. Probably the most popular theory, however, is that they were brought in as household pets, and eventually several escaped or were intentionally released. These pets then found flocks of other escapees and bred to create the large population of parrots that we have today. But populations of wild parrots don't just exist in California. You can find them in Chicago, Illinois, Phoenix, Arizona, Brooklyn, New York, and many other states around the country. Although the reasons for their arrival is shrouded in mystery, these parrots are here to stay. Let me know in the comments below, have you ever seen wild parrots in your city?
I think the craziest thing about this whole adventure is that I found the red-crowned parrots in a shopping center parking lot. Guess you don't have to go down to where they're actually from. You can just come to a shopping center parking lot in Pasadena, California, and find wild parrots. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope to see you all next time. Hopefully without these parrots on Bright-Eyed Birding.